Okay guys, I'm going to talk about aiming from the tee and how you determine how far left or right you can aim, especially with the tree discussion that's going on the TGA Facebook site right now. Rule 5.2 says on tee shots, start from the center line, 25 yards from the tee, and use a straight edge to determine how far left or right a player may aim without intersecting trees. If the intended line of flight crosses trees, then the player must consider tree clearance. A player moves his marker 25 yards forward on the center line or to the first available grid on the center line. He may then move his marker left or right with the following limitations. He may not move his marker into the trees, and he must consider tree clearance when aiming over trees on his new origin center line. See tree clearance number, okay, at the bottom of each chart. Okay, so what I did was take the hole that's part of the discussion here, and so you'll see I'm going to take a piece of paper that's going to act as my straight edge, and I'm going to set it up on the 25-yard marker line here. And then as I swing an arc, let me just keep going here, the first tree that intersects from this thing is this tree out here at around the 210 marker. So I'm going to swing it back till it kind of disappears. So if I interpret the first half of that rule, to me what it would say is that I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 yards. I can aim 40 yards to the left. To me, this makes like perfect sense, although, anyway. But then you go to this rule, then you read the rest of the rule, which is really goofy. And so you determine how far you can aim left and right, but then it says to the player moves his marker forward 5 yards forward in the center line, or to the first available center line. He may then move his marker left or right with the following limitations. He may not move his marker into the trees, and he must consider tree clearance when aiming over trees on his new origin line. Does that make sense? But anyway, so if I go back and do that, I don't know why they would have you do that, because you're not aiming, you're not shooting from there. But I will go here and I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now, nowhere along there did I enter the tree, which again makes absolutely no sense to me. And I don't know what, I'd have to go look at the tree clearance rules, and I'm not going to go do that, but I'm guessing I'm what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 yards. I'd have to look and see whether that 70 yards would impact a drive. Well, I guess I can do that real quick. But guys, this is crazy. If you ask me, how this rule is written. See, a driver has a max tree clearance of 120. So, by that rule, this tree is in the way. Okay, I'm sorry, but that makes absolutely no sense if I'm teeing off from here, that tree is in the line of sight for me trying to aim 40 yards left. I will leave it up to the group to discuss this. See ya.